Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the aftermath. For the game against Chelsea, Jekyll and Hyde was back again for Arsenal. In fact, it was Jekyll and Hyde all in the same game. First half, terrible performance, giving the ball away. I mean, the way we gave the ball away for the second goal, Diaby caught in possession in midfield. I mean, that was unforgivable. That's championship stuff. And then second half now, totally different Arsenal. We come out, we're on it. You know, I noticed they came out early at half time, really went for the juggler against Chelsea, showed them no respect. And really and truly, at the end of the game, I thought that we really deserved a draw for our second half performance. But we didn't get a draw, another defeat, 6 defeats now this season. 6. And we've only just, in January, just gone past halfway in the season and we've already lost 6 games. I mean, 6 games, it's just unreal for an Arsenal team. And I don't know. To me, I looked at the bench yesterday and there was no game-changing players on that bench to come off of the bench and to do something different for Arsenal. You know, Giroud was trying his best, but he was struggling. What striker did we have to bring on? All right, I know Podolski was sick yesterday and Oxlade-Chamberlain was also sick, was not available. But where was the players, the game-changing players on the bench that could come off and do something for Arsenal's team? I mean, Andre Arshavin, get rid of him. He's dead wood. Just get rid of him now. You know, there's no point in persisting with these players. We've got to spend some money in this transfer window. But anyway, I'm going to return back to that transfer window a little later on. Let's get stuck into your tweets about the game. It was, of course, very, very disappointing. We'll start off here with Marley Light. He said, "What the hell is wrong with Sanya? He is and has been utterly crap for weeks. He can't run and he has no anticipation." Now, so anybody out there, if you know the answer, I want you to send that in. What has happened to Bakary Sanya? Used to be our most consistent player. Now, at the moment, in some of the games, he's almost like a liability. I don't know, obviously he broke his leg, and since he's come back, he just hasn't been the same player. And we was even discussing it in one of the videos with Bully. Is it time to just throw Jenkinson in there? I mean, he started off the season very well, Jenkinson. Maybe it's time to throw Jenkinson in there and rest Bakary Sanya, because he's got to be the most off-form player at the club. He's just awful at the moment. It's simple as that. And I used to love Sanya. He was our most consistent player, but his game has just shot at the moment. Mohammed Al-Ansari says, Wenger out, Sanya out, Diaby and Arshavin out, Scalacci and Shamak and Gervinho out. He wants everybody out. Luca Quarta says, "I think Arsenal played crap today. We couldn't find any passes in the final third. And why wasn't Ox playing? He wants Wenger out as well." I think Ox was injured. That's another person who wants Wenger out. Al Hamidio 1234 said, "Theo best through the middle. That's not to say that he shouldn't go out wide occasionally, but we need more attacking options." I thought Theo played very well yesterday. He was our main attacking threat. He was the player that they were scared of the most on Chelsea's team. Same thing we were saying last week. So a lot of fans like to diss Theo Walker. I'm telling you, he's our best player at the moment. Leon Leckie says, "The players are just not good enough. Simple as that. Nothing to do with effort or decisions. We need to spend." Nothing to do with decisions. I'm sorry. The decisions yesterday on both of the goals. I mean, I'm not going to blame the referee for the penalty. The reason why I'm not going to blame the referee for the penalty is because it looked a penalty because the player cheated. The player, Ramirez, I'm going to rename you from Ramirez. I'm going to start calling you Lance Armstrong, because you cheated for the first goal. That was never a penalty. You just made it into a penalty by kicking your foot into Szczesny and going over. And you fouled, well, that was the second goal, sorry. And on the first goal, Terrible foul. Now, the referee should have got that one. Terrible foul on Coquelin in the midfield, who I thought had a very good game yesterday. Stepped right on the guy's ankle, and the referee waved play on. I was way up in the stands. I could see that. I don't know what game the referee was watching for that game. But Ramirez, Mr. Lance Armstrong Ramirez, big cheat. You got away with it yesterday and got your team 2 goals. Hey, it happens in football. We know that. Leon Leckie, we moved to Ivor Apostoliski. He said, more and more people dive these days and still nothing's done about it. Should we now call it dive ball? Well, yeah, as I said, Ramirez, maybe we should call him Tom Daly as well. I mean, his way he was diving about. Samrin Sam, hope I pronounced that right. He said, Arsene Wenger to PSG for 30 million. Apparently PSG would like to pay 30 million to get Arsene Wenger in. He said it sounds like he wouldn't mind if Wenger went. He said, ridiculous display, totally outclassed. Vermaelen is no true captain like Adams. Oh, come on, he's nowhere. You can't talk in the same breath as Tony Adams when mentioning Vermaelen. Although I still like Vermaelen as a defender, he's still a good player, very good player. Danny Meehan says, I thought once again we were inconsistent today. Played well up until the goal, then slacked off again. Big players went missing and we were outclassed by Mata, Hazard and Cahill, all of whom should be wearing the red and white. Now, that's true. Mata, linked with Arsenal, went to Chelsea. Hazard, linked with Arsenal, big target for us, went to Chelsea. Cahill, target for us. We didn't want to offer him the money, went to Chelsea. Our transfer policy must change. At the moment, it's flawed. It is totally flawed. Now, you saw how good Mata was yesterday. Why are we not, we're identifying the players, and I'm sure those players would love to come to Arsenal because it suits their style of play, but we don't want to pay the money. How are we going to get the talent if we do not pay the money for these players? I agree with you, Danny Meehan. Jack Kerr says, great second half performance from Arsenal. However, it frustrates me that we can't put in that amount of effort for 90 minutes. I agree with you. John Hall says, I hate to blame the officials again, but we were robbed. Free kick before Mata's goal and Ramirez slipped and it was harsh on us. And like I said, Ramirez is the new Lance Armstrong. Paul Turner says, we can go on a good run now with the next 3 at home. Curious to see where we'll end up after then. Now, those are not easy games at home. West Ham, all right, we're supposed to win that. That Liverpool, they found a bit of form again, and that is going to be a tough game. They've got Sturridge up front alongside Suarez. Definitely going to be a tough game. Sid the Man 14 says, the first goal shouldn't have been allowed. We played badly in the first half. Good second half performance, though, and we were unlucky to lose. And finally, John Short says, I think the second half showed we can play great in attacking football. If we play like that for 90 minutes, we will get into the top 4. It was a frustrating game, such a frustrating game because, as I said, in the second half, I thought we were more than a match for Chelsea. But what it highlighted to me, that game, is that we're just a bit short. We are 2 to 3 players short. Players that come off of the bench. As I keep harking on every week, we need that world-class striker who would have finished off that chance that Giroud had in the first half. Don't get me wrong, I love Giroud. I think he's going to be a very good player for Arsenal. I love his effort. I love his power. I love his drive. But he's in his first season. I still think we need an experienced, top-class goal striker, just like Cavani. Just what the doctor orders. But are we going to go out there and spend the money? Because our transfer policy is flawed. We should have got, whoever we're going to get, we should have got them in early. I looked at the fixtures at the start of this month and I saw Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, West Ham. These are hard games. We needed to strengthen at the start of the window. Liverpool have done it. They bought in Sturridge. He started scoring straight away. He's brought something to them immediately. Chelsea have done it. Demba Ba. Why didn't we do it? Why are we doing our usual transfer policy of waiting till the end of the window to then go in with a load of bids for players that we literally try to bribe teams into parting with? Do our business early. We're supposed to be a big club. we got to stop worrying so much about saving $500,000 here and $1 million there and get what we need, because you know what? If we don't get into that top 4, we're going to lose so much money already. So we should have got these players in from early, and we really need to start changing our whole transfer philosophy, because it's dead in the water. That's why we missed out on Mata. That's why we missed out on Hazard. And that's why we keep missing out on all of these top targets. And then we're just left with the team that we've got. It's got to change. Something has got to be done. And I mean, all right, there's still, 10 days or whatever it is left till the transfer window closes. I'll see who we bring in, and then, you know, we'll judge it then. But whoever we brought in, we should have got them from early. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing it now. Very frustrating week. Very frustrating week. Of course, we've got West Ham on Wednesday, and I'm hoping that we can definitely do better than that. There's been a lot of people who've been sending us in tweets saying, where do we find you after the game? We're normally by the Tony Adams statue on home game. So if you want to come along and give us your opinions on the game, find us after the game at the Tony Adams statue. That's where we normally are. And you can voice your opinions about the game. We love to hear from absolutely every fan. Check out all our videos. Yesterday at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, the Bully interview is really funny. We were doing an interview with Bully just outside the ground, and up comes the Jobsworth stewards at Stamford Bridge. Oh, move on, move on. I mean, I think Roman Abramovich sent them down to start hassling us. I was wondering what they would have been like if they'd actually lost that game. But yeah, check that video out. Very funny. We did get the interview in with Bully. Don't forget, subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. Make sure you subscribe to us. You know, when you subscribe to us, you get every video sent straight to you. Even if you're watching it on the arsenalfantv.com, click through to YouTube as well, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for all the comments that we've been getting. So many people have been so encouraging. If you're loving this channel, just tweet out to all your friends. Let everybody know. Start following Arsenal Fan TV, because this is for the fans, by the fans, and this is where the fans get to give their opinions. Don't want to hear from these little experts who are best mates with some of the players on the pitch, or best mates with some of the backroom staff or whatever, and will never say anything to criticise, or will never say what they really mean. I want to hear from the true fans. And we're not just here to criticise. We're here, you know, we praise when it's time to praise, and we criticise when it's time to criticise. We're fans. That's what we do. Anyway, thanks for tuning in this week. West Ham on Wednesday. Next week, Saturday, trip to the seaside in the snow by the looks of it, to Brighton, and hopefully we'll be coming back with a couple of victories. Arsenal Fan TV, thanks for tuning in.